It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Washington Wizards. The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Wizards have Wall to Beal. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting.
It's Howard, the rebound. Porter to Nowitzki. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Driving right to the basket. Full throttle. Right to the basket. Swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Hornets come up with it. To Batum. Nikola Batum. Missed his first. That one goes.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Wall to Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs wondering where the foul was every time.
Larry Nance Jr. at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Into the front court, it's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Bradley Beal, 2 of 4 now.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
You can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Nick Batum. Good look that time, but off the mark. Count the bucket for Wall. Cody Zeller snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Rocking the rim.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Count the basket at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively.
Against Beal. Bradley Beal. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Nick Batum. Lets it fly from long range, and he buries it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Beal to Wall. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Count it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Batum. That pass stolen by the Wizards. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Nick Batum. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Beal. Not that time. He missed it. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. Not that time. And scores. Strong take.
The assist from number 23.
That misses with 3 seconds left. So the Hornets with the lead after one at Spectrum Center. We're back with more after this. This is NBA Sunday on... First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Deep left corner. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here's Wall for 2. Not that time. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nick Batum, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Wizards come up with it.
Be alert! Be alert! Here it comes! Be alert!
And count the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Short jumper won't fall. Wall with it up top. Down 2. There it is, John Wall. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now a steal by Washington.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
Austin Rivers to Wall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Charlotte with the basketball. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Cody Zeller, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Rivers with the basketball. Leads one.
Cutter.
Gibson to Beal. Oh, had him going there for a second. Beal. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Rivers into the front court. Down just a couple. To Beal. Taj Gibson to Beal from long range. Not going down here. To Batum. Cruises inside for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Beal to Rivers. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Another follow. Still no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Cameron Payne trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Larry Nance Jr. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Nick Batum. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Washington basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4.
I got ball.
Fires the 3. It's good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
John Wall goes to work and a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 5. There it is, John Wall. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Larry Nance Jr. at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Wall across the timeline. 5-point game. Cody Zeller able to recover with the block. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2.
Give me stance. He's coming. Give me stance.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Into the front court. It's Wall. Down 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Beal to Wall. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Larry Nance Jr. has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And gets both to drop at the line. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Larry Nance Jr. with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Batum. Beyond the arc for 3. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Runner's good there.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lays it up and in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Wall with it up top. They're down 3. To Nowitzki. And a nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
From the painted area, won't go down. Porter to Rivers. Gets it in the right corner. Porter to Rivers. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 12, Dwight Howard.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. He'll let one fly from half court. From beyond half court. Gets it to go. From long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando. Jalen.
The Charlotte Hornets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down.
Player of the half.
I like this choice. because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top play.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Washington with the basketball to Beal. To Wall. Offensive slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Nick Batum. Oh, he had him there for a second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court comes Wall. His group now down 2. Nance. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Beal. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. Trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
I got him. Here we go.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Batum. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wall across the timeline. The deficit is 6. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Nick Batum. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Wall. In the slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Batum. Into the front court. It's Wall. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Time to shuffle things up.
Washington, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Young.
Watch that cut.
It's Wall. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
That's rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Wall for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Wizards at the controls. Wall to Howard. John Wall goes to work, just not going down. To Nick Batum. Nikola Batum. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
It's Wall. To Batum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Nikola Batum with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. You can count that one. 4-point play. Rivers with the basketball. Now down 6. Charlotte basketball. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Rivers into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he finishes at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Larry Nance Jr. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Oops. He missed the first one. Misses the second as well. That is great vision to set it up. He was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that 3 turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
Wizards have it. Austin Rivers. Layup goes down. Well done.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
The drive right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Nick Batum. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
1 free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Wizards with the basketball. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. It's the first, misses the second. To Batum. It's Beal with the rebound. shot by Gibson won't go. And the finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Number 23.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys down by 9. Nothing going here on that drive. Larry Nance Jr. pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
3 quarters down, the Hornets have the lead. Hornets with the first possession here in the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. To Young. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Washington basketball. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Wall into the front court. His guys down 11. Has a look. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Runner here won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
1 free throw up and good. The lead now 14. It's Washington with the basketball. To Beal. Here's Wall for 2. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Cody Zeller at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Wall with it up top. His guys down big. Beal. Has a chance. The shot almost.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Beal to Wall. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Taj Gibson rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Hornets have the basketball.
Me and you.
To Nick Batum. Washington has the rebound. Into the front court comes Wall. Trailing by 14. It goes down.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Wall to Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Double team.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Austin Rivers to Beal.
Hands off, get the board.
Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Rivers with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Larry Nance Jr. sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Trying to cash in. Taken down by Howard. Rivers into the front court. Trailing by 11. Driving right to the basket. Howard to Rivers. And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for two.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Short jumper stays out. Wall across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Great look and vision. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 23.
Into the front court. It's Wall. The deficit now up to a dozen. Off the mark. Nowitzki to Wall. Porter buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Wizards at the controls. Wall to Nowitzki. 5 to shoot for Washington. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Beal off the iron. No good. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Porter won't go down. The follow won't go either. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying...
The Hornets edged out a close victory.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.